kind of crazy. I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
And it's basically become Pornhub. But my thing is, like, I've seen the craziest things. Like, there's this thing. I'm about to build them all up.
Okay.
Okay, there's a movement. There's a movement. And it's a bunch of men that are straight, that are on the down low.
Yeah.
And they meet. They meet in the New York City subway train stations. They fill up the cart and they all masturbate. And they all nut on each other. Regular wire, your charger.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Completely Irresponsible. I got bad news, man. I fired somebody today. My co-host is not here. He's in Colombia being a passport bro. Let me not put those lies on him. But we got a special guest in the building. He goes by Loconinja. I'm not going to lie. When I first read it, I felt like I read it wrong on Instagram. I also really can't read, I'm realizing. I need glasses.
So what did you read it as? Logo Ninja?
No, Local Ninja.
Local Ninja,
yeah.
wow.
And then I was like, I don't see an L in here. And I had to make sure. I was like, because this was like a couple weeks ago. I was like, yo, am I tweaking? Because, like, nah, the eye lady really fucked my shit up. Like, she was like, yo, you need glasses. And all of a sudden, I couldn't see no more. Like, everything I was reading at work, I was like, yo, I can't fucking... So, but yes, guys. We have a special guest in here. New co-host. Amro, count your fucking days.
Count your fucking days. Because honestly, truthfully, I've been waiting to fucking... what do you call it? Pop your cherry, or like... I'm a virgin to the podcast thing. This is my first podcast, so I'm excited about it. But I'm also a little nervous because I'm a little bit... my name is Loco.
Yeah. So
I really am off the wall. But I'll try to chill for the purposes of social media.
Let me ask you, how did you come up with that name just like as a start? Because I didn't know, like, like for example, like when I made my name Plot Armor on Instagram, I'm just like, all right, I like anime and every anime character has plot armor and nothing goes wrong. Fuck it. Positive affirmations, nothing goes wrong for me. Fuck out of here. Like, everything is going to work out no matter what.
Right.
So, but like, how did you come up with that name? Because that's been your name since, like, I was just doing, like, a little research forever. Like, when you was rapping, making music.
Yep.
It was that. So, where did that come from?
I've been called Loco since I was a child. Like, it was my cousin that started it. She used to go by Loca. She was crazy. I mean, my whole family is off the wall. We're just a mess. But she would just call me Loco because I was very similar to her and just would talk a lot of shit. And then everybody in the family just started to call me Loco. And I would just say what was on my mind, and I was just a mess. And you'll see it today. I'm just very open book. I don't care. Like, I'm open to talk about whatever. So that's how it started. And then, so that's how Local came about. Ninja came about from the ballroom scene. I'm not sure you're familiar with the ballroom scene.
I read about it. I just didn't fully get it. So I was like, all right, let me just wait so I can, like, actually. So I need someone to explain things to me. I don't like really reading shit. Which is not a good thing. Like, it's
a lot. You know what? To be honest, it's like the best way I could describe it is like a gay gang.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
It's a gay gang. And instead of, fighting each other, jumping each other in, and the whole thing, like, you have to really compete with, because gangs don't compete, right? But it's more so like you have these houses, and they all have names, and usually they come from fashion houses. So, like, the House of Gucci, the House of Ninja, which was my house, is one of the oldest legendary houses.
You created it, or
I didn't create it?
Okay, I was about to say, like,
no, this all started in the 80s. Early 80s, like 1980. Don't kill me at home, but like I think like 1986 or 1984, something like that. Maybe 1982. And it was just a bunch of, LGBTQIA plus people in New York City. It started here. And they just created their own houses. And when they had beef with each other, they would have to take it to the ball, which is like a big open space, and they would compete instead of fight.
Okay.
So they were like basically like America's Best Dance Crew, but in the most gayest way. But
So you said it was like a gay gang.
Yeah.
So y'all really took like gang banging to a different level.
Yeah, we took it to the next level.
I wanted to get that out, and I wanted to get it out earlier.
Yeah.
Because you threw me in, I was like, fuck, I should have said this earlier.
No, listen.
Just gang banging to a whole new level.
Oh, yes.
But that is pretty cool because it's, in the sense, not the gang banging thing, but the fact that it's like you guys created these houses, because it kind of reminds me like of for the better lack of terms, like a frat, like, you know, like there's just different frat houses and shit, and then there's a more positive way to handle shit than fighting, because that's just mad fucking unnecessary. Like,
I mean, sometimes it turns out into, I mean, you know, I keep it honest and real, like it does turn out into fights afterwards, after the balls, because some people still have, you know, things to, you know, finish in terms of like whatever things that they're going through. But, you know, it's real life. And yeah, so that's like really, that's why I got Ninja.
Okay.
So that's added on. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with the show called America's Next Summer. I don't even know how old are you?
27.
27, okay.
I've seen, all right. Like, let's, no.
You're still a little young or whatever.
I'm getting tired of people trying to play me like this shit. Like, I don't be knowing stuff. Yo, listen, when I was on punishment, I had to watch, I didn't have to watch whatever my mom was watching, but to watch TV, I was going to sneak it and look, and that was just one of the shows. Like, I don't know everybody, but I know who Tyra Banks is. Like,
great story. So I was on the Tyra Banks show, like probably, I don't even know how long ago. It was like fucking 10 something plus years ago. Probably more than 10 years. But I basically, I was in the village. Okay. So this all has something to do with like the House of Ninja. But I was in the gay village, as people know, the West Village, Christopher Street, whatever. And, you know, I was down there with a bunch of friends. We were voguing. We were just being ourselves, just chilling. And this woman came up to me, some white girl, and she was like, "Oh, I feel like you have a story." And I'm like, "Okay, sure, let's talk." She was like, she wanted to talk. She wanted to have a conversation with me. Okay. So we're talking, and long story short, I told her about my life. Like, I've been jumped, I've been stabbed, I've been, when I say I've been jumped like every other day growing up. Like, for being gay, I was born and raised Spanish Harlem, so like I went to like the toughest schools. And even before I knew, people knew. So I ended up getting on the show. Didn't even know I was going to be on the Tyra show. She just told me she wanted me on like a show. And I'm like, okay. As it was creeping up, she was telling me more. And crazy, and I know this sounds like I'm probably lying, but everyone that knows me in my personal life knows that I was obsessed with the Victoria's Secret fashion shows. I would strut up and down the halls as a kid, and Tyra Banks was my number one. And I felt seen. I don't know. Like, when I seen her body, I was like, oh my gosh, she's thick. Like, whatever. Yeah. And people also don't know that I connect with, like, they, them, he, she. I'm, like, everything in between. But when I see a woman's body, I see myself. So anyways, I basically ended up on the show. I was shook. She came to my house when I was living in the projects. Oh, shit. And, yeah, it was a crazy experience. So she introduced me to the House of Ninja. Long story short. Benny Ninja from America's Next Top Model was my house father. So he trained me and mentored me. So yeah, that's how I added Ninja on.
Wait, what's the house father thing? Like, I don't get it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so in the house, in the ballroom scene, you get a mother and a father. They're supposed to take care of you. You're not living with them in their house, but some do have houses where all these kids that are abandoned and, you know, thrown out for being LGBTQ, whatever their preferences. And, you know, a lot of it happens mostly with like Black, Hispanic families, and you know, so she brought me to a house. I met a lot of the people that vogued and runwayed, and these are all these things that people do at these things, these balls is what they call it. And so I met Benny Ninja on her show, and he was like, "You're a part of my house." And I was like, "Okay," and I already knew who he was because I was a fan of Top Model, so. I was like, holy shit, this is not happening. Like, what? Tyra, Benny, like, this was crazy. My life changed after that. And so shout out to Tyra Banks, because she really, like, she changed my life a little bit, you know?
Would you say she's a nice person? Or, you know, I've heard some rumors. I heard she's a fucking asshole. I'm not going to sugarcoat that shit.
I will say my experience with her was amazing. Okay. And I won't say the same about her team. Mm-hmm. It was very funny, and I'll just keep it honest. Like, it's been years, so it's been forever. So to be honest, I don't even think whatever I signed, they'd give a fuck. But she was amazing. She was cursing when the cameras was off. She was like talking shit, like, but to me, like, we were just chilling. She was like rubbing on my fucking ear. I'm like, what? Like, she's you're so cute, and like, you know, like,
just
yeah,
pull
she's
up on
like,
you like,
oh my little, like, she treated me like I was her kid. It was so
okay,
dope. And they say don't meet your idols, but I don't regret meeting her. She was amazing, but the experience of filming the show was like a process. I filmed, you know, in my hood. I filmed on the actual show. It was different days, and we had a couple of days of shooting. It was my first ever TV anything. So it was very different. So every producer would stop me and be like, you know, they would take me away from her. They'd be like, if you want to cry, you should cry. Like, cry. Like, let it out. And I'm like, but I don't feel like crying. I'm happy right now. This bitch just came to see me. I'm good. Teach me how to motherfucking run away. The right way. But they were like pressuring me. I felt super pressured. Yeah, like, because they were, I was telling my story to Tyra. So it was like the first day I met her, she literally came to my projects, came into my fucking apartment. Like, it was crazy. Yeah. And, you know, she came because she wanted to help change my life. You know, it's TV shit, but at the end of the day, she really did change my life. Mm-hmm. So I'm super grateful for it. But yeah, like, whenever they would pull me away from her, they would be like, you know, when you're telling your story, like, if you feel like crying, like, cry. And I don't cry. I really don't. It takes a lot for me to cry.
You know, that's funny. Yeah. I was thinking the same fucking shit the other day. Because I was really sitting there, I was thinking, I was like, yo, when was the last time I fucking cried? And I'm really trying to, like, I was really trying to remember, and I still don't know that genuine, like, I know I've cried before, obviously. Yeah.
Have you been through some shit in your life, though, like, where you feel like it came from, like, trauma or something? Because I feel like that's my situation.
Nah, I mean, it depends on what you define as trauma. So, like, for me, I guess, growing up, I mean, like, the Black community is fairly toxic with how we handle men and emotions. Mm-hmm. And I really don't express my emotions that much. More specifically around my mom. Like, I'm just, like, very, like, quote unquote, stoic about things. I'm just like, all right, like, it happened. I'm not happy about it, but I will be visibly tight. But I'm like, all right, like, fuck, like, gotta just go on. So crying was never really a thing for me. I think I cried when my dad moved. Okay. I was just really confused. I was like fucking like 6 or something like that. I cried once. It's funny now because, like, I'm a fucking adult and, like, I know better. But at the time, I was so naive. Like, and I had literally lost my virginity. So I had got an STD, and then my mom told me, I thought I was gonna die. Like, so I started crying like a motherfucker. She's like, why are you crying? I was like, I'm gonna die. Like, she's like, what? God. Like, take these 2 pills and, like, she didn't say like how I'm saying it, but like, she's like, yo, take these 2 pills, you'll be all right. Like, but I thought I was dead. Like, I was like, I'm dead. Like, I'm done. Like,
that's crazy. I've never caught an STD in my life. That's a fun fact.
Listen, it happens to the best of us, man. Well, not the best of us, but yeah, that's how I lost it. I don't know. Not I don't know, but it's just like, I don't know. Like,
I feel like,
how do you calculate it? I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. Like, with me, it's the same thing in our in like the Latin community, Latinx, Latino, Latina. Like, it's a very like machismo kind of like community, whatever. So, but I will say, I mean, we need episodes for like my life story, but I feel like I was always kind of like crying when I was younger because I was, like I said, jumped, I've been stabbed, I've been through all this shit.
Yeah, that's a reason to cry.
But I feel like it carried, so later on, I feel like it was traumatic for me. I felt like I'm numb now. So like it's hard for me to cry.
Let me ask you, would you, hold on, and I gotta fix your mic too. Bring it closer.
Should it be closer?
Yeah, because I'm looking at the sound wave. But let me ask you, have you ever, I'll find out in a couple seconds when you say something. It looks like it. But yeah, like when you were, you ever felt like you wanted to cry for like, in a sense of joy? Like, all right, so for example, you ever heard of Dave, the show on FX?
Yes.
All right. So it's season 2. It's the last episode. Him and Gator are having an issue, and he's about to perform, I think, like the VMAs or some bullshit, or the Grammys. I don't even remember. But it's like, I'm thinking Gator's about to like off himself. So I'm like, oh man, nah. Like, I really like this dude. And then Dickie comes out and he sings this, he starts rapping his song, and then Gator comes out, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I can feel it in my chest, but it won't come out. Like, and like, I think yes, while there's always a negative connotation to crying.
Yeah.
It's like there are times where I want those fucking tears of joy. Like I'll even flat out say it. Like I think about like this podcast stuff now, and I'm like, all right, like, fuck, that moment has to come eventually where all of this shit works out, and I just hope to God I fucking cry. Like, I don't want that moment where this shit happens. Like I want to perform at the Garden and then cry about it like when it's done. Like. Or I want to hit like 1 million subs and then cry about it when it's done. Like, I really hope I could get them fucking tears out. Cause I heard that song and I wanted to cry. It was not coming. I was like, it just stuck right there. I was like, fuck.
You know, it's gonna definitely come. I mean, I think that what you're doing is fire. Like I love it. I love podcasts, but when I came across this podcast, I was like, I love it because it's so like real. It's so like. I felt like I seen people that I grew up with or that I know from like my community. So
see, and that's a good thing to hear because like we were so garbage when we first started.
Really?
Like,
I love it. I love looking at the clips, and I'm just like,
no, you haven't seen the old clips.
Honestly, though, I've seen a lot, and the reason why you probably don't know, I went really deep, and I don't. No, let me tell you.
All right, I'm gonna quiz you on.
I don't. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna know because my memory's trash, but. I don't like a lot of people's shit on Instagram because I don't want to come off as a creep. Yeah. So, like, I don't be going... like, I go all the way back, but I won't like a lot of stuff. So, I've done that. That's the
cardinal rule. You can't break that. You can't go deep and then like some...
Right, because then people start thinking, like, you know...
Yeah, you a weird-ass motherfucker. It's like,
But, like, genuinely, I was a fan. I was literally, like, dragged in. I felt like I was like, okay,
so, did you see... And maybe it's not even up, but... All right, so the first place you recorded... Where well, not where was it? What did the back wall look like? How that would determine how far.
Okay, so no, that's far back because I only seen this wall when these vinyls change up. I think, but
I changed like once a month.
No, that was like
because like that's a classic. Like
I might have though. I feel like I might have, but I probably like scrolled back up. I don't know.
Yeah, it's far. We used to like we had 2 brick walls. There's a longer version, and then there's a one where it's a brick wall, and then a flat screen TV behind us. The original is just a brick wall. Yeah, we used to record in East New York. Content was shit. Like we was talking about like fucking areolas and shit.
Oh
like
my
weird
God.
Niggas. Like,
but y'all started together though, and y'all been in it together.
There used to be 3 of us. And then it just didn't work out with her.
Okay.
And then it's just been me and Amro, and I think over the course of time, it's like you figure out like, all right, what's really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
What's borderline stupid, what's good content, what's not. And I mean, don't get me wrong, we're still catching our wings. Like, you know, like I think we've been doing this like for 3 years now. Like, but one thing I will say is like we started earlier than the hype.
Okay.
Because at the time, like when I started podcasting, like podcasting was still, it was Joe Rogan, Joe Budden, but Joe Budden's thing blew up really mainstream because of his issue with Drake.
Hi, Joe.
Yeah. Oh, you know Joe?
No, but he's fine as fuck.
Joe Budden?
Yes. People look at me like I'm crazy when I say that, but I think he's so fire. Like, I don't know.
He's a sick nigga, man.
No, I know. I've heard stories, but you know what? I'm sick too.
Amen.
Listen, but anyways.
If you like Joe, I haven't listened to this pod in a minute, but like just that whole thing of like podcasts were relatively still new and growing. I guess that kind of gave us like, I don't want to say an advantage because there's clearly other podcasters like that just started that are bigger than us, but we're not talking about the absolute bullshit of like, oh, what do you bring to the table?
Right.
Yo, I believe women should cook. And it's like, shut up, nigga. Like, fuck. Like, how many times can you genuinely have that conversation before it's like...
Yeah, no, you're right.
There's a good market for it, though, because there's a lot of bitch-ass niggas outside. But, like, and I was supposed to say that, but it's a fact. Like, there's a lot of bitch-ass niggas outside, so it's like there's a market for it, but it's like that's how you want to be remembered?
Yeah.
As a bitch-ass nigga?
Yeah.
Like, just complaining about women all day, like there's things women do that piss me off, but it ain't that deep, like, to bitch about it all day. Because men are horrible, too. Like,
men are...
We're all equally just annoying, like, and we just need to accept that shit.
I'm going through a moment in my life right now where I hate men.
Listen, I didn't do anything. I did not do anything.
I'm going through
Why do you hate men?
It's my experience in life, and I honestly, oh my God, I don't think anybody
how's dating life been for you?
Okay, let's go into dating life.
Because that's really what you mean. Like,
let's talk about, but there's a lot of things that not even my family knows. Maybe we should talk about it. I don't know, but
my family knows nothing.
We'll see. Oh, really? They don't watch your podcast?
Oh,
anything?
My dad said he will never listen to my podcast once I started talking about fucking. He's like, I don't need to know that about you.
Okay.
He's like, why do I need to know that about you?
No, my mom know. Like, she doesn't know. My mom doesn't know details.
Yeah.
But, like, I'll tell her. And then she'll be like, please.
Exactly. It's like, come on. Like,
well, I don't be like, Mom, I was sucking dick, right? And this is what happened. But I'll be like, yeah, I was fucking this, whatever. And she'll be like, all right, cut the shit. Like, get to the point of why you're telling me this.
Point A.
And I'm like, all right, girl, so I was throwing it back. I fuck her though. Because I
telling your mother you was throwing it back is crazy.
But you know what? Because we had the okay, so another thing. We're not gonna go into the whole thing, but I had a show on MTV since we're talking about dating.
Oh, shit.
I was dating a guy, and may he rest in peace because he passed away. But I was with this guy for a long time, and it was he was a great guy. I fucked up with that, but like I said, man, ain't shit because I'm both. But anyway, so we were on a show where they were basically trying to connect me and my mom more. Okay. In terms of like just being more open to having conversations about sex and like just whatever. Dr. Drew was my doctor.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with him, but I love Dr. Drew. He fun as hell too. Anyways, so basically he would put us through challenges. And MTV's the perfect place to fucking go there.
Yeah.
So he basically made me and my mom build penises out of clay and to have discussions about sex.
No.
And my mom, it was hilarious though. I love it. I like making people cringe a little bit in the funny way though.
I'm not building no dick with my mother. That's crazy. Like,
no, if you see the clip, you're gonna be like, "This shit is crazy." Because I literally was like,
set the scene.
Okay, so we sitting in my living room. Mm-hmm. The fucking whole crew from MTV is filming us. They give us the clay. We didn't even know what we were doing. They give us an envelope and they tell us what we have to do. So now I'm like, oh shit, I'm with it. Like I'm telling you, I'm open book. So I'm like, oh, we building dicks? Fuck it. My mom is like, I'm sorry, what? Like, I'm like, girl, please. Like, we done seen it all. We done whatever. And she's like, okay. She's like, what you got me doing? Like, this is, that type of shit. But anyways, I'm building the dick. I'm playing with the balls, building the balls.
See, doing it in general is fine. Next to your mother, I would have like, yo.
But the thing was, though, we were they had us like kind of back to back. Yeah. And we had to show the penis to each other.
See, that's better because it's not like she could watch you craft the dick and you're like, all right, let me add the vein right here. Right. That's sick.
Right. Yo.
Like, that's crazy.
It is crazy because literally I was like, she said something about it actually because mine was obviously fucking huge. I've only messed with black dudes, so. But anyways, she was like, why? Like, why can you see the vein that big? I'm
like why did you OD?
I'm like, girl, it's what I'm used to, girl.
She made like a standard cock and you was like super dick. Like
it was honestly,
that's really out of pocket.
It was out of pocket. I'm surprised it was like, MTV is the perfect place to do that shit. But I was like, I'm surprised because they didn't blur it or anything. But my cock, well, we don't say cock, but my dick was pretty big and I was proud of it. She was a little traumatized, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. After the camera crew left, she was like, what the fuck?
You know that reminds me of that what the fuck is the name of that movie with Jonah Hill, character McLovin?
I forgot the name.
It's not super bad.
But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it actually is super bad. But yeah, he was drawing dicks every day.
Yes.
Fuck, I think it is super bad. Like
it probably is. That's me. That is motherfucking me. But the thing is, like, so like dating. Yeah. I'm very open about that. Right now, I am talking to someone, but I feel like I don't know, it's very early stages. I think my situations are always fucked up. Everyone that knows me in real life knows that it's always messy with me. Yeah. It's messy because I have a track record of messing with down low men. And it's not because I want to.
Down low in what sense? Like
discreet or just like they don't talk about their sexuality. They don't want to
I was way off. I'm thinking like drug dealers and scammers.
No,
that's all I was like, down low. Like,
I actually just recently the scammer the other day. And it was very interesting. Huh?
Did you get money?
No, but it's because I'm not looking for that because I got my own money. But I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Free money's cool.
Well, we were sitting there and I was like, so what do you do? Like we've talked about everything, but then I was like, wait, but what do you do? When we finally like was linking, and he was like, I'm a scammer. Oh my god, I hope he doesn't find me after this. But anyways,
That was funny.
it was like just like a little fun situation or whatever. But anyways,
Yeah.
I have a track record of the whole DL thing, which is like people know it's like down low guys that don't really like to talk about their sexuality or let their homies know and their families know. And it's been like that for like forever since actually my relationship, my last relationship, and it's been like 10 years. So yeah, like dating is new for me now because I'm like trying to stop it.
Okay.
But it's not, and also I just want to make it very clear, I'm not looking for down low men. Like people,
It just happens.
my friends always call me out like, you're always looking for down low men. I'm like, I'm not looking for them. They actually find me. Like they come to me. And I think it has a lot to do with like my aura. A lot of guys that I speak to say that I give women. And okay, cool. Like fine. I actually feel that way. So cool. Like my soul, I definitely feel as woman. But my whole thing is I like very masculine guys. I don't know if I'm gonna sound toxic. I don't know, but I like masculine dudes. I like to feel protected. I like to feel like
there's nothing wrong with that though.
yeah, like I want to have sex with a man. I don't want to have sex with a girl. I don't want to be like scissoring. So
Nah, yeah, I get it.
we're not trying to be scissor sisters. So yeah, like right now I am talking to someone. It's cool. I'm getting to know him. He's getting to know me. But
How long's it been?
it's been not more than a year. And it's not like it wasn't like we're not dating. It's like we're getting to know each other, and we've known each other for a year, but like getting to know each other probably like 5 months. But this is the thing though. Let me tell you why. So
Mama hueva.
he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say his name or anything, but
Josh.
imagine you were close though. You're kind of close and
Oh,
no,
shit.
you're not really. But the thing is like he's not down low, but he's discreet.
Yeah.
And he's also a content creator. Fuck, I'm saying too much. Because people are
I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, yeah, they will. I'm sitting here like it's like
Listen,
the dial tone's
let
like.
me tell you something. People are crazy. Okay, in the past, when I was messing with people, or like, even if I'm posting a picture with a guy, if I post a picture with you, and if it just looks sus, like if it looks like you fucking put your arm around my fucking shoulder or something, and I post it up, and it just looks like I'm feminine, you're mask. People are gonna start writing comments, and I've had that. So I put like a block on like anything that says boyfriend or y'all fucking or y'all messing. There's a thing on a setting on Instagram where you can do that.
Oh shit! I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So like because guys,
Okay.
a lot of straight men that I have posted pictures with. I mean, I don't care, it's engagement, but like I don't want them to feel uncomfortable or like weird.
Have you heard this podcast? Have you heard this podcast
Yeah.
before?
But yeah,
we just
so
had
like,
a 30-minute conversation about glory holes last week.
ooh, I've never experienced that, but we can definitely next episode. Don't come back. What's your partner's name again?
Amro or Tron, he likes to go by.
Tron. Baby, listen.
Don't come back.
I'm gonna come back a couple more times because we have a lot to cover. But yeah, like I don't know. Dating life is crazy for me, but
let me think, like, because when you said something like, well, there's a lot to unpack. There really is genuinely a lot to unpack here. Because first of all, talking to a motherfucker for a year.
Well, no, okay, so like we known each other for a year and we were flirting.
Oh,
flirting, like writing.
It wasn't
each other.
like y'all was like,
no,
like, yo, like let's go on dates. It was just like banter.
We haven't fucked yet, but
so it's not real then.
It's not real.
Yeah,
but
if you don't fuck, it's not real.
But this
That's
is the
crazy.
thing, though. So, no, this is the crazy thing, though. Like, I've been through some shit. Oh, my God. We're going to be talking about a lot of shit here. I go everywhere with it. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, it's cool.
But, okay, so I've sat with my friends, and I'm like, okay, when is it the time? Because I felt, okay, I fucked people first time I met them.
Yeah.
I fucked people 1, 2, 3 months in. And then I started to say, you know what? None of this is lasting. Okay, I'm a lover, and I want to have fun. I want to whatever. But then I am looking for love. So it's hard, right? And
man.
I remember talking to this one dude, and I made him wait a long time because I was trying to be different. Like, all right, I'm not gonna give it up first day or first, second, third month.
Yeah.
My friends was like, so, how long did you make it wait? I'm like 6, 7 months. They're like, you're fucking crazy. Like 6, 7 months.
That's OD. Like I ain't gonna lie.
But that's the thing. I'm still trying to figure out when the fuck is it like.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
When y'all want it, because I don't know.
I feel like I don't know.
Wait, real quick, I'm gonna cut you off. When do y'all want it? But also, that when does it not make us look like a hoe? And this is for my ladies and for my gay guys.
I think realistically speaking, if you are actually dealing with a competent fucking adult, it literally doesn't matter because it's like
okay,
it doesn't matter whether it's the first day or the 30th day, how someone's gonna do you is how they was gonna do you regardless. People just put that narrative in to make themselves feel better. Like, it's like, oh, nah, like, yeah, you fucked me on the first date. That's why I didn't take you seriously. Motherfucker, you wasn't gonna take that person seriously, whether it was the first or the 60th.
Okay.
Like, it does not matter. You already had that intent before you met that person. Like, you wanted to do this.
Okay.
It goes for niggas. It goes for women. It's like, whatever intent you had to do, like, for now, like, for example, now, like, I date with a legitimate purpose. I make it clear, like, I want a relationship. I'm not going to force it. While I have done that in the past, like, sometimes, like, I just get a little overzealous. Right. It's like, I try not to force it and let it come naturally, but it's like, you know what I want from the get-go. Right. If I'm not looking for anything serious, I feel like we've all had this unspoken rule where you can kind of hear it in someone's tone. It's like, everybody says, no one flat out outright just be like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just trying to get in your guts. Like, that's crazy to say to somebody. Some guys do. That's crazy to me. Like, on a first date, just be like, imagine you sitting at a...
Well, for straight people, it is. I feel.
You know what? And I wanted to say that, too. Yes, it's different. It is different. I went to a gay bar. This was, like, a month before the pandemic. I wish I remember where it's been, like, dumb long since the pandemic started. Okay. But I realized there was a huge difference between men and women interacting and then two men interacting. Because I shit you not, they're dancing, just doing their thing. I'm just talking to my friend, chilling. And he, like, just looks at him, takes his hand, puts in his pants, grab his balls, take his hand out, sniffs it, and they start making. I'm like, that's hot. I was like, if I do that, that's hot, I'm getting the book.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap for you. It's a fucking wrap.
Like, that's crazy.
That's the thing for us. We always say, like, in the gay community, like, a year is like 10 years. It's crazy. Like, we move very fast, but that's the thing. We've been put in this place where we have to. Like, we have
that's
to.
Fair.
You know, because we're like, we have to move quick. We have to be careful of every situation, whatever. So,
but I don't think you fucking somebody on the first day, but you gotta kind of, you can gauge that vibe though. And don't get me wrong, like, people put up like quote unquote masks to really hide who they are. But I say it like this: like, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Like, it's just, I always make peace with whatever situation I meet when I meet with somebody. Like, if I meet someone I like them and I make peace, I'm like, hey, listen, I don't tell them this. Like, obviously, I think in my head, like, yo, if it's gonna work, it's gonna work. If it doesn't, it's all right. Like, same thing with fucking on the first night. It's like, shit, my nigga, you can fuck up. Like, you just underperform. It is what it is. Like,
I like that though. Like, I like the blunt and the honest, like, you know, real conversations that adults. Yeah. Adults. And like the situation with the guy now, like, and not to go super deep into it, because I know he's gonna watch this. I know he is.
Yeah, don't violate Josh. Like,
but I feel like this is the thing. Like, I appreciate that he has never, like, we flirted. Obviously, I post ass pictures, and my close friends list, and I get crazy on there sometimes. Yeah. And he's on there, so he has obviously heart eyes, all that shit, right? And then we'll flirt and we'll say little things here and there. I never felt pressured. A lot of guys have been straight up on me, like, let me get in your guts, like, let me, you know.
That's really crazy.
He's never though, and we've hung out and all that. And I remember one of the last times we were with each other, he said, we were in his car, and I was like, we were in the car talking for like 30 minutes. Yeah. And I'm like, shit, I was drunk. So I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm so stupid. Like, you can come upstairs to my apartment, whatever. And then I'm like, yo, do you want to come upstairs? Like, whatever. And he's like, well, I got to go, whatever. That's kind of far. So I was like, okay, cool. And then he kind of, damn, I feel like I'm saying too much, but whatever. He was like,
he gonna be tight.
Okay, so then, so basically he was like, yeah, like, I know myself, like, I don't want to go up, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool.
Old trick in the book.
Is it a trick? Give me the tea.
I know myself.
He was like, I want to
respect you.
Yeah, wow.
I don't want to fuck right now.
The old trick in the book.
That's game.
See, that's the thing.
I'm not trying to violate him because I don't know this nigga. See,
this is the thing. I'm used to guys just being straight up. So that's
running game. I've
never heard that.
That's so player.
Really?
I'm not saying because he really could be genuine, but you have to be genuine.
Because this is the thing. Like, he hasn't even said anything. Like, I want to fuck, like, whatever.
You have to be genuine. When you do that, you got to be genuine because you can't fake it. Can't fake being horny. I'm not horny.
Recently, you're horny. Though, we had a conversation, and he was just like, it touched lightly on sex because we don't talk about it, and I feel like I like that because I'm
gonna fuck the shit out of you.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready because listen, I've been thinking about it, the whole thing, but I'm like,
so player. That's so player.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I feel like
you gotta make them want it.
So. Yeah, that's the thing. And you know what? I'm treating the situation different.
Yeah.
But then again, That's why I asked. I'm like,
Yeah.
who's too long? Because I don't want it to get to a point where it's just like, all right, bitch, like when you fucking taking my soul, like
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like, there is no. I just wholeheartedly don't believe in there's such things as too long. Whatever like I told you earlier, like whatever the outcome is gonna be, it's the outcome was already there. Whether it was gonna happen on the 1st or the 60th, it was already there. You could wait, and then same
I
thing
don't
that could have
know.
happened. I get it though, because it's like, listen, we all just want the shit to work, not sex, just in like our relationship. You want it to fucking work. If you really want to share your time with somebody, you want it to fucking work. Like, so dating is hard. Like,
no, it definitely is. I feel like we're in the process of still getting to know each other, and like you know, we know each other from social media because he is another
how long? So how long have y'all been like
talking, dating, meeting up with each other, going
I
out
guess
and all that?
yeah, like y'all went on a date, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How was the like? How are the dates?
So the first date, he was like super honest with me, and he was like not happy with it.
Why? I would have never saw that person again. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No,
don't tell me. Don't tell me then. Let's leave it as a mystery.
Well, this is the thing though. Like, I won't get too much into the detail of where and when or whatever because then people are gonna put things together.
Yeah.
And I will say like I'm not super famous about fucking Beyonce, but like people, like I said, I had to block words on my thing because people start writing things
different.
And he's known in his own caliber, so whatever.
Different lives, like damn, dating is different for you than like I don't think about that stuff because I'm just
it's crazy like what I've experienced in the past.
Yeah.
But like I said, like the reason why he felt like I was super disconnected in terms of like where I took him, and I took him to like an industry event, and I felt like it was our first time.
That's nasty. But
nasty. The thing is, because I felt nervous, and I was like, I don't
nasty work. I'm sorry, can't do industry events, man. Listen,
I was nervous, and I was like, I wanted to make sure that I was somewhere where this was our first time meeting and hanging out, and it was a cool event though. He had fun, but he felt like
that's lazy. That's lazy. That's nasty work. I've been in multiple. I've worked in the music industry, interior design. I've been in all of them. That's nasty work. That is nasty work. I cannot. I'm not. You gotta listen. I'm a date master.
Really? All right. So then
I can text you dates. Like,
wow.
I can have you run in this city. Like, you ever watch Power? I can have you. Like,
I don't watch Power, but like my sister fucking is obsessed.
Yeah,
but
I'll have you like ghost in these streets. Like,
really,
my date bag is fucking impeccable.
Okay, so
I'll even give you one gem right now, man. Fucking, I have this in my date bag. It's a pizza making class. You could do it at Italy. Pizza, you do some wine tasting. It's kind of creative because like you making the pizza, and if you funny like moi, you get into your Gordon Ramsay bag. You start judging the food. You start judging your food and other people's food. Now you got the whole crowd laughing. Now you just crowd working niggas. Now it's like, oh shit, this motherfucker mad charismatic. Ooh, this is making me like wet from myself, and the ladies wet for him hard. It's like, oh shit, now I'm hard as fuck. Then you after the date, listen, I like the city a lot, so I know my way around Manhattan. I pretty much just walk everywhere.
Okay.
You start walking and talking, nothing crazy. You already got the drinks, you already ate. Ain't that really much to fucking do? This only works in the summer, by the way. Do not do this in the winter. It's cold. I've done this in the winter, and my attitude was on 10. Horrible idea. Not the pizza thing, but just walk around.
Yeah.
Walk around the city, you know, just chat, you know, like depending on where you are. I think there's an Italy on 23rd, on like basically the east side. So you go to the fucking west side.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of it. I've never been.
It's cool.
I'm vegan, so I don't really eat pizza. But this is the thing though. So like I had something recent that I wanted to do that is coming up. Obviously, it was kind of like an industry event too, but it's different though. So okay, I get invited to these like premieres and screenings and events. Or
I saw that.
Yeah, I'll be out here. But the thing is, like, I was invited to an event, and it's to make drinks. It's like I forgot what it's called. It's downtown somewhere in Manhattan.
That's actually kind of cool though.
Yeah, you make make drinks, but it's obviously promoting some fucking movie that's coming out, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, still, like I've been to some of these things with people and friends. So I invited him, and he said that he has to like figure out the schedule situation.
I'm gonna give you a pass.
Maybe
for
that's
that
a
one.
cute. That's a cute situation. Maybe
that's fire. Making drinks.
Drinks. I'm gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
I definitely know I'm giving in though that day because like it's been.
But
a
that's
while.
not a first date though, unless I'm tweaking. Unless I wasn't paying attention. I'm trying to find the medium between industry and first dates. Like, you feel me? Like,
well, he did say he felt like it wasn't a first date.
No, I'm talking about mixing drinks thing.
Right. No.
That's not a first date, right?
No.
Or am I tweaking? Or am I not paying attention?
Well, what I'm saying is like, okay, so for what I was going back to, maybe we lost, I don't know, but when I said that the first date was like that industry event, he felt at that time it wasn't really
That's fair.
a thing. So I'm thinking maybe this would be, even though it's an industry event, but it's just gonna be me and him making drinks and like getting fucked up, you know?
Do something attached with it. I would attach something. I would stack something on that.
Something after, okay.
Like, let's say, man, I'm gonna make up a time. Like, it doesn't have to be accurate, but let's say this shit starts at 9.
Okay.
I would do something where it's like you put thought and effort. And this thought and effort is very minimal, but I would do something before that's like, all right, yo, like we got this, and then there's this event that I think is fire,
okay,
and then we could do that because at least it shows like, all right, like you're not, because the industry events, there's a difference between me and you doing it. Me doing it, it's like I don't get invited to industry events like that, like. For example,
that,
yeah,
like, we're changing that.
Nah, out here again. Like I used to work at UMG. Like I was going to concerts, so me stacking dates on that is crazy because it's like it's kind of lazy. Like it's like you got the free show already. You don't have to do much. You don't have to think about it. The thought is where it's like, oh, like okay, like you're. It gives more of a sense of you're into me, versus because you don't. Also, the fact that he kind of doesn't perceive it as a first date too is kind of good. Because you know it's like, all right, he fucks with you and not this industry bullshit.
Right.
Because he could easily be like, oh my God, industry.
Well, see, this is the thing though. He's in the industry too.
Oh yeah,
so he's a content creator.
Yeah.
He's known. That's the thing.
Okay, but
so yeah, so I think he was kind of probably on some like I'm used to this shit too. Like it's not a date. I just looked at it like this is our first time meeting.
And you
like
nervous.
We're gonna have some drinks, and we did. We had drinks, and then we attended the event. But like he didn't say it in a mean way. He was just like, nah, like we need another one. And I was like, okay, cool.
You gotta do it right. Yeah. Listen, I might charge my services, yo. I'm a dating
send me the invoice because honestly, I feel like I be doing a lot of shit wrong.
Man, there's a spot on Canal Street. They got like a what is it called? It's like a pop-up museum, like an immersive experience thing, right off Canal onto J. Go in there, that shit fire. And then you already in Canal.
Ooh, what about the sex museum?
I didn't like it. But I went there like 5 years ago, so it might be better. But I didn't like it.
Is it something though? Like, I mean,
it's a good date. I just didn't like it.
Like when you go, like, is it like something that you may leave and be like, all right, I'm gonna go fuck, or like I'm gonna go whatever? No,
too much history. Like you're learning.
Oh.
I've never seen someone learn and get hard. Like I've never seen someone get hard, but I've never seen someone learn and be like. I mean. It could happen, like, but it's more than you need that knowledge.
Okay.
Like, if you're just, like, both learning together, it's like, oh, okay. Like, but if you, some people, like, I think they're called sapiosexuals. They're really attracted to knowledge.
Yes.
But you need to have that knowledge. If you don't have that breadth and depth, and then it's like, all right, nigga, you just took me out, and we both learned together.
Okay.
So I don't know. I personally just didn't like the sex museum when it first opened. It was just, like, bland to me. I think they got, like, mad shit now, but I didn't want to pay again. I was like, I'm not. Once the experience is bad once.
I've heard some crazy shit about that place, though.
Really?
Like, people like that work there, they were saying that, like, they have to constantly clean nut off it was, like, breast things you jump on.
Yeah.
They have to clean nut off of it because people will go in there and do crazy shit. Or, like.
There's no one watching? What the fuck?
I don't know. That's how I was like, damn, this place sounds crazy. I'm intrigued. But not that I would do that because I would never want to. Yeah.
That's.
In a fucking a public space like that, like where people are busy in there, I'm like, when do you have time to do that? I mean, I don't know, but I've heard some fucking nasty
Have you seen that shit? Are you on Twitter?
I am, yes.
Have you seen that shit recently where like OnlyFans models are just like really wilding in public and shit?
Yeah.
Like, it's insane now.
You have no idea.
It's worse than what I'm thinking?
It's bad.
I just don't understand.
You've come across or seen or heard.
What's bad? Because like I've seen like women masturbating in fucking dental offices. Like, it's worse than that. I think that's fucking crazy.
I think that's fire.
That's a public place, yo. Like, imagine you as a dentist about to whiten someone's teeth and you just see someone just playing with their pussy. Like, I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
That's fire?
No.
I think that's fire.
That is
I think that's
crazy.
But that's because I'm nasty. See,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
you could end up on a sex offender list. Like, fucking outside is cool. But do it somewhere where the risk of getting caught is minimal. Not somewhere where I can clearly walk in because I'm checking on you. Like,
I get it. I get it. But the fantasy aspect for me is kind of fire. Like, I don't know, like the whole thing. But like, okay, so Twitter's kind of crazy. I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
And it's basically become Pornhub. But my thing is, like, I've seen the craziest things. Like, there's this thing. I'm about to blow them all up.
Okay.
Okay, there's a movement. There's a movement. And it's a bunch of men that are straight. That are on the down low.
Yeah.
And they meet. They meet in the New York City subway train stations. They fill up the cart and they all masturbate. And they all nut on each other. They all suck they don't all suck each other's dicks because there's this whole movement. They're called bait bros. And they don't do each other, but they always find like one gay guy that's super feminine to catch it all. I know we're saying a lot today, but and yeah, it's a whole thing. So one day, don't be surprised if it's like 3 a.m. and you get onto a cart and you just see everybody just doing their thing, even though they literally tell you when, where, what cart to meet at a certain time. It's crazy.
I'm disgusted.
It's fire.
I'm disgusted. That's not fire.
Let me tell you, the girls are doing it now.
I
just recently saw.
I don't care who's doing it. You wasn't going to entice me by saying women are doing it.
I'm not trying to entice. I'm just saying, like,
Have you seen the subway?
Yeah, I know. I know. Trust me. But it's not like they're like ass cheeks sitting on. Well, some have.
My nigga, you're jerking off in the subway. That's not.
This is the thing.
I thought we ended that a long time ago. Like,
but this is the thing. I think obviously for you, it's not intriguing. Me, it's intriguing only because it's risky. It's very I'm fucking crazy. So like, it's risky. It's like it's not like they're fucking ass cheeks on the seats. It's like they're all standing and doing shit.
The dust particles is enough. I will never take out my dick on the subway with them dust particles. His shit might fall off by tomorrow. That's stories. Crazy.
I've been on the fucking train late at night and guys will be like, a guy, I remember one time recently.
No.
I still ride the subway. A guy across from me literally was looking at me and I'm like, why is he staring at me so hard? And I'm thinking it's because I have makeup on or whatever. And I look down and he just pulls it out.
That's
just
crazy.
Like, going crazy.
Too many dust particles in the subway. Like, I don't think...
It is filthy down there, but...
I don't think y'all understand, man.
Nah.
Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it.
If you're from New York, you know, but...
I'm from New York, and I don't want to know, like... Have you been to Bowery?
Bowery, like, in the...
Delancey and Essex?
In the...
Lower East Side?
Stop?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I have.
Yeah, you don't want to take out your dick over there. That's crazy. Like, have you smelt that funnel of ass?
Well, I don't really. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Last time I was on that stop, but I would take the train occasionally, and I've seen some pretty crazy things.
Oh man, I've never seen nothing like that. I think I would give up.
You would be like, "What the fuck?"
I would give up. Like just a nut show on a train is crazy. Like,
but the crazy thing is, recently I logged on Twitter and I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know what? I follow all of them. I follow all the crazy pages, and my timeline is wild. But I recently saw the girls, and I was like, wait, what's going on? Like, I'm seeing all these bitches out with their breast out.
Are they white?
It was a mixture. But majority was white and Asian. And they were just going crazy, like fucking squirting on the train. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Honestly, I gotta send you that. I'm gonna send you that shit. I gotta send you that because you're gonna be like, what the fuck? It's crazy to see it in real life and be like, yo, I ride these trains, and you're like, wow, like people really are doing this. It's not some made up storytelling porno thing that we grew up watching. Like, it's literally real shit. It's crazy these days.
You know what's crazy about it to me? Some of these motherfuckers got like real jobs. Yeah. Like, so like they could be your employer and you just don't even know, like just squirting on the subway on a fucking Saturday.
But see, the thing is, the girls, they were showing their faces. The guys,
I'm not showing my face after a nut show.
Wear their
I got a fucking job. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, guys wear the ski mask. The bottoms, well, little information. Bottoms are considered like feminine gay men that, you know, whatever. Sometimes they're a little masculine, whatever. They don't show their face. They just be sucking dick on the train. And they're being videotaped. It's crazy.
That is crazy. It's not sucking dick on the train. It's just a group of people getting together to do a come off.
It's wild. It's wild.
Being the first nigga to come must be crazy. I don't know if it's an accomplishment or it's like you fucked up.
It's
like,
wild. We would need another episode to talk about really like what I really feel.
I'm never sitting down on a subway chair again. I'm never touching a pole. You know, I don't make enough money, but I make enough to expense an Uber, and I will be expensing my Ubers now because that's crazy.
It is crazy.
Because I could just imagine, like, like, keep it a buck. We've all seen it. Like a homeless nigga wipe his bare ass on a pole.
Yeah.
Like niggas sleep on the pole, not on the
Yeah.
pole, but on the chair.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
You nutting and getting your pussy fluid on a chair is crazy to me. Like that's absolutely.
But
crazy.
this is the thing. So like,
I'm upset. Now I'm upset now because now I'm realizing pre-pandemic we wasn't really that fucking clean as a society, so I wasn't sanitizing every day. So I basically ate some niggas nut. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Wait, I need to use the bathroom. I need to use the bathroom. Give me a second because
we have like 10 minutes left. You wanna put it on pause or you wanna go to the next 10 minutes? Because we're almost at an hour. Once an hour. Yeah.
It's more than an hour?
No, after an hour we're done. So
I'll just be really quick.
All right, I bet.
I'm gonna have to piss like crazy.
So I don't blame you.
Man,
I didn't drink that much yet. Fuck, I forgot where we are, but it doesn't matter. I don't want to talk about
the craziness of the train.
Yeah, I'm disgusted about that. All right, let's pivot.
Before we pivot, no, okay.
No, what happened?
I was gonna show you a clip of it.
Let me see. Do you have it like on lock already? I'm not gonna put this on.
No. I'll show you so you could people could see how disgusted you are.
Yeah. But we're not trying to violate TOSs out here.
No, for sure. Literally, like I've sent this to my friends because literally, like I'll send it to like my girlfriends or all these people because I'm like, look what happens on the train. Like you guys have no idea what the fuck be going on. But yeah, it's crazy. I have it somewhere because I sent it to one of my friends.
Yeah, no, I gotta see this. Like, obviously, I can create a fucking picture in my head, but...
It's just, you know what's crazy to me, though? Like, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that this happens.
No, I'm surprised.
I'm surprised at the guys. Because you start to think, and you're like, is one of my homies on this train?
Might be. Never know.
This is literally it.
You never know what the links
guys,
and kinks
you can't see this, but this is how it starts. But there's a whole thing. There's a whole Twitter of it. Where literally, like, it's called the Babe Bros or some shit like that. And literally, I've sent it to everybody. It's hilarious. People just going crazy. Like,
I will admit, this is not what I pictured. I pictured like the train was packed and everybody was just standing up.
No. There is.
Fuck!
It gets
I didn't think they was gonna start fucking.
Oh yeah, and it's crazy because it's been more packed trains.
This looks like a 2 train. Yo, he's going.
Honestly, I didn't even think about that. Like, I didn't think about what train is it. Is it orange seats? Yeah, it's probably one of those trains.
Yeah, because the J don't do this.
No, it's listen. There's like a whole thing where like it's been more crowded. I've seen some shit where like people going crazy, and now the girls are doing it, and I'm like, wow, like it's a thing. But yeah,
that's crazy.
Look it up, y'all. It's pretty
Imagine
it's
you just
to some, but
imagine you had a bad day, like someone broke up with you. You just get on the train and everybody just come showering on the fucking 2 train, or it's a delay. A delay would
I'm
be
joining
crazy.
That shit. I'm not gonna do. I'm fighting.
I'm
You know
my way
where
out.
I'm saying too much, but. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I don't know. I'm a Scorpio, so I feel like I'm just very like, I don't care.
I'm fighting my way out. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You can't even fight your way out.
You're just going to walk back. You're literally going to step and you're like, okay, this is all right.
All right, let's switch it up before we...
get demonetized.
Yeah. I'm not even getting paid yet, so we could. But, because we're almost at an hour
clearly,
anyway.
Meta's fucked up because I'm not getting paid either, but yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even touch on all that stuff. That's crazy.
Sorry,
but I think this is better though, because this is more like funny, and then when people listen back, I'm like, oh shit, like this nigga know what's going on in the fucking subway, bro. Like,
yeah, when your partner comes in and be like, this motherfucker could talk. I could talk. Right.
We're gonna play a game, truth or drink. Sorry, cut. I stole this from you. I also don't give a fuck. Fight me, and if you say something about it, you're anti-black. That's just what I'm doing. So I got 5 questions for you. No, I feel like you should drink regardless, and we're gonna rally them back.
Wait, are we drink? What is that?
I got 1800.
Is that whiskey though?
Tequila.
Let me
go.
All
right.
A little sign.
I'm not really a tequila guy, but everybody seems to judge me. So.
Okay.
Everybody seems to judge me when I drink like dark liquor. So I was like,
yeah, that's what I was about to say. It look a little dark, but it's a mix, whatever.
I felt like if it was dark for me, it looked dark, I would drink it, but it's still tequila. So I was like, all right, cool.
Okay.
All right. Question 1. And obviously we could rally these questions back, or you could ask me a question, whatever question. If you got questions in your mind about you want to know about me, fire it off and I'll decide if I want to drink it.
Real quick though, like, so, all right, so when did the drinking part come in? Like, what do you...
You drink if you don't want to answer. Okay. Or if you just feel like drinking. But
You know
more
what?
if you don't want to
I
answer.
would probably drink because I'm a very open book, so I don't really give a fuck. So I'll probably say whatever.
I'll drink if I don't want to answer, just to make it fun. So if you got any question, just one.
Okay.
So we'll I got 5 and we'll go back. So like I'll ask you one. If you have one, ask me one, or I'll just answer the same thing.
Okay.
First one. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
Sexually?
In general.
Oh, in general. Oh. Sorry guys, we started talking about dicks on trains.
Yeah.
And now I'm like,
I feel like at that point, I don't care.
the most embarrassing thing.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you want to go sexually though.
I'm always
That's easier.
Listen, my life is just fucking.
It's the
you know
default
me.
mechanism
You know
for most
I'm
people.
always thinking about sex.
Yeah.
I'm just a sexual person, or I just say crazy things that makes me seem like crazy.
Okay.
But anyways, I think the craziest thing. This one is not sexually. It was similar. Okay, so I went to go have sex with a dude.
Mm-hmm.
I went to his house, and we were about to fuck, and I had to take a shit.
I had a feeling he was gonna say that. I was like, yeah, gotta be shit. It's always shit for some reason. It's
but
never
the thing
just.
is, I prepped before. Like I prepped, and I was like, okay, I'm good. I got nervous because when I met with him, we known each other forever, but this was the first time I think that we were finally doing it, and my nerves hit me because he was down low.
That's like me on a job interview.
You feel like you got a shit?
Always.
Really?
Every time. Always got shit.
It was weird, and the crazy part was, this is the fucking embarrassing part though. I'm on the toilet. He opens the door and walks in while I'm shitting, and I'm like,
oh fuck.
Oh my god, I didn't even know what to say. And then he's just like, okay, you using the bath. I'm like, fuck.
I'm like, no, don't just play that off casual, but get out.
I'm like, because this is the thing. I don't know how girls are or whatever, like in general. Like, I don't want you to think or know that I just like shit. I don't know. There's a thing where I feel like you're not, when you're in a relationship or you're just fucking with someone, like you're not supposed to think or know that they take shits.
Yeah, I mean, we know, like I've never shit. I don't shit in front of most people until I really know you.
Yeah.
This is my fucking house, though. I'm going to shit here. But, like, if I was at your place, someone else's place, like, I'm trying to think. Like, my Amro, he moved into his place. I don't know how long it's been. I've never shit in there.
See, this is the
I've known
thing,
my
though.
best friends for 15 years. I've never shit in their place.
Really? No, I'm shitting everywhere. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I get nervous and anxiety. I'm shitting in your place. I'm sorry, and that's because I feel like if I can't hold it, but that's because it's a long story.
Yeah,
gold stones removed, the whole thing. But my thing is like, I get nervous and have to use the bathroom, so I had to use the bathroom, and he walked in, and I was like,
"That's crazy."
Fuck. And then I was like, I literally was like, "Oh, I'm just peeing, but I sit when I pee." And he's like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Well, you can close the door now." And then he closed the door, and then I jumped in the shower. I was like, "Oh my god."
I'm not even fucking at that point. I'm done. Like I just took a shit, bro. Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah.
Like,
well, obviously it's clear that I'm the bottom. So honestly, it was a little bit more nerve-wracking for me because, well, that's the thing. I've heard guys don't give a fuck. Like with girls, I don't know. I don't know if you do anal, but with guys, they're like, I don't care. Like, fuck it. I'm like, that's disgusting. I'm not painting you. That we call it painting in the gay community. I'm not painting you. That's disgusting. Okay. And I would have to so I jumped in the shower, obviously. And I cleaned myself very well. But yeah, that was embarrassing to me.
Nah, it's embarrassing because like the mood is just fucked.
Now you're just opening the door while I'm in the bathroom. Like, what do you think I was
not even
doing?
Gonna knock. Like, yo, like, you eye in there just.
Yeah,
he knew.
And I wasn't even there long. I knew I had to shit, and I was like, I'm gonna do it quick. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, why would he? I was so
you
like,
might have like farted a little bit. And he was like, yeah, he shit.
Yeah, oh god, yeah, but we still fucked, so it don't matter.
All right, you want do you have a question or you want me to rally it back?
Rally it back.
All right, most embarrassing thing I've ever done. Mine's is not sex related. I'm perfect. No, I'm not. But I don't I've never had anything embarrassing happen during sex. Like, yeah, no, I can not think about it. But most embarrassing thing. Man, I don't even know which one's just embarrassing. That's stupid. I think the most embarrassing thing I've ever done, because I'll never let this shit go. And that happened as a kid. My brother was like, I have a stepbrother. He was chasing me around, just being a fucking asshole. And I saw my stepmom and my dad outside, like sitting there chilling. So I'm like, I bet that's safe zone. So like, I need to get away from this motherfucker so he can leave me the fuck alone. My stepmom will stop him. It's dark. It's like a barbecue kind of setting. So I run. I just like step, jab, cut to the left, and I start running towards him. It was dark as fuck. I did not know there was a screen door in the way. So I went head first into a screen door, hit the door, and it broke, completely fell. And it's like, it was so cartoonish the way it happened. Because once it happened, all you heard was the record go. And then everybody just looked at me, dumb silent. I walked back to like my dad and my stepmom started laughing at me. Like the loudest as possible, and the music starts playing. I am so fucked. I've never lived that down. Like they don't bring it up, but like I still know. Like, and that shit burns my fucking soul, and I will never let that go. I will never forgive that nigga. Like, matter of fact, now when I see him,
there was a lot of people, but just like your family, so
I don't care. Now when I see him, I gotta fight that nigga now. Like, now that's how I feel now. So if you hear this, we gotta fight.
Oh
and I know how to fight too. So it's clip. I know how to stab. Like,
what?
Fuck out of here.
Oh
like,
my God. I mean, I don't know. I would have been like, okay, this is what it is.
Nah. Fuck that.
I've been through fucking worse in family situations.
Nah,
but
I gotta plan my vengeance. Like,
yo.
That's crazy. How you embarrass me like that, nigga?
Oh my God.
I
honestly thought the story was going a different way. I thought you were like going into the dark and then you woke out there and they were doing some crazy shit. But then again, that's
that'd be crazy. Outside like that? Nah. I wouldn't even bring that. I would delete that from my memory bank. All right. What's the I don't really care for that no more. So we're gonna do 4 questions.
Okay.
Do you still talk to any of your ex-partners? Truth or drink?
No. No, because my ex, the recent ex, had passed away, and then the one before that I haven't seen. I don't know what happened to me. Like fell off the like I don't know what happened. So, and I don't have many. I don't have many exes. But in terms of like situationships, some I do. I talk to a lot of the guys that I messed with for a while, and it felt like it was something. Mm-hmm. And again, down low situations and stuff like that. Yeah. They still trying to fuck, but it's like
I'm dead. Do you? Oh, I don't want to get into that. I was gonna ask, do you believe in the double back? But everybody does.
And the what?
The double back, where it's like, oh, if it didn't work, you gotta like reshoot the shot. You know, you kind of spin the block.
No, you just send them an ass photo of your asshole, and
that's doubling back.
Is it?
That's doubling back. If it didn't work out the first time, you come back. Like, yo, what's up? Whatever you say is the double back. It's you double back. That ass photo was the double back. It was like, oh, okay, it didn't work out. Let's try again. Like, you know,
I
dust yourself off and try again.
Did a double back with a couple times.
Yeah, everybody does. I love a double back.
Yo.
2 things gonna happen. Either you're gonna get closure or it's gonna work out.
I don't know. Is it a double back? Because it's like, it wasn't really like a lot. Okay, so is a double back like doing a lot of work to like start over?
No, you just
it's just
spin the block. You want to see if they stupid a little bit.
Okay, well,
sometimes you want to see if someone's a little dumb. Like, all right, like you gonna fall for the same bullshit twice. Like,
I've doubled back like a couple times.
Let's see how stupid you are. Like, it sucks when they get a little smarter. Like, fuck. Like, damn. Like, you sharp now. Like, I fuck with you. I'm gonna take you seriously this time. I'm not. But I should tell you that.
Wow.
Like, all right. Do you have a question for me, or do you want me to answer the same one?
I just want to ask a question.
I might drink, but lay it out there.
No, you're not going to drink, because I kind of feel like I know the answer.
Lay it out.
But I still want to ask anyways. Have you ever messed with a guy? Or
no.
Not even sexually?
No.
Not even
I'm trying to fuck my co-host. I'll fuck around. I'll just be fucking around with him. Like,
okay. Nah, no, you know.
Nah,
okay.
yeah.
I asked that to all guys. Because you know what? I know that even if you did, or you probably wouldn't even answer. I mean, you probably wouldn't even be honest. I feel like guys really wouldn't be honest. But I
don't know, actually. Because it never happened for me.
It's 2023, so I just asked.
I might end up like Diplo. But he said it's not gay if you don't look, which is crazy.
If you don't know, or the situation, yeah.
If you know. Like, if you...
if it's like a glory hole situation.
Oh, that died. Wow, that's funny.
Pay the bills.
No. Yeah, it usually lasts an hour. Oh, wow, we're over the hour. It's cool.
Oh, shit.
We'll do a little bit more.
Do you usually charge that?
Yeah. I just don't feel like getting up. So it's cool. All right, let's see. But yeah, no. And in terms... And I will answer do you still talk to any of your exes? Can't talk to your exes if they're not here. I don't have exes.
Oh.
I write them off my life. If you're my ex... I treat you like a side character in a show where we write you off the show.
So you can't like even be friends with someone after your ex? Like,
how could I lose if I'm already choose?
Boy. Bye. First of all,
be for real.
I think it's possible, but I just feel
side eye.
Yeah.
Side eye.
Why not?
No. Mm-mm.
Did you? Okay. Have you ever loved any of your exes?
Yeah.
So then,
One.
see, that's the thing, though. Have you ever still been friends with her? No,
No.
not friends, but like connecting. No.
Nope.
Really? If you love someone, you can't like.
It ended bad though. So
Okay.
we will never speak.
See, okay, my experience. Sorry, we're going off again because I like to talk. My experience, it happened. I mean, and they're bad too. But eventually, we came back.
I'm gonna plug it in. Keep
Yeah.
talking.
Eventually, we came back and we started talking again, and it kind of led to, rekindling and like fucking around and blah blah blah. But like personally, I don't know. I'm just weird like that. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. But I feel like sometimes I could just be super cool with just being like, fuck it. Like, we could be friends or whatever. Like, I don't know.
Nah. If you lost me, nigga, you lost me. Like I said, I write you out my show.
Wow.
Like, you just gonna have some tragic exit where you eat like a panini pasta and you just disappear.
Yo, what the
For all I know, like the government don't even know you exist anymore at this point. Like when you my ex, you just done.
Wow.
You're done. You're done.
But that sounds like if some crazy shit happened. Like,
no, I'm
what
better
if
than
it
you.
ends nice? Like, what if it ends just like unreasonable?
You're done.
Really?
Because you're done. If you're my ex, if we dating and we make it to that stage of boyfriend and girlfriend,
Okay.
and for whatever reason we break up and you're now considered my ex, you're done. I don't know you. You don't know me. You don't know my first, last, or middle name. You don't know where I live. You don't know how I breathe. I move different. I walk different. I talk different. My aura different. It's not even blue no more. It's red now. Fuck out of here, nigga. You never met me. You don't know my mother, my father, my sister, aunties, uncles. You don't know your mother. I know your mother. You don't know your mother. We're done. You never ate before me. Matter of fact, in the years we spent together, you didn't even eat. I don't know how you survived. That's crazy. Any date spot I took you to, forget about it. Any lunch spot I took you to, forget about it. Any recipe I taught you, forget about it. Lingo, forget about it. Music, forget about it. Socks, forget about it. Stop it. You're a bum. You're a waste man. You're a waste youth.
Sheesh.
Stop it. I'm better. You lost a good piece of your life. Again, if the party not lit, then why would I go?
What? Boy.
Listen, I learned from the GOAT Ice Spice. Stop playing with me.
Oh, God. And I know you're a fan because I've watched every fucking clip.
I love her.
Oh, my God.
She just has a good personality. She's just funny.
I need more from her. But anyways.
I don't.
Wow. Okay.
But all jokes aside, I don't think it's... Like, a situationship is different. I think that's okay. And that's just me. I think an ex for me, I really hold the values of a relationship. So if I'm in a relationship with somebody, it's like, oh fuck, like I really care about you. So from my perspective, it's like, it's just hard to explain it to the next person.
Okay.
It's just weird. Like, like imagine like someone being friends with their ex and like they really love them and then like they're trying to date you. It's just,
yeah, I get it.
just weird. It's hard to explain, and it's an exhausting thing to explain
Right.
to somebody because not everybody's gonna be chill about it.
Yep.
And I kind of don't want them to be chill about it.
Oh.
It's a little weird if they're chill about it. It's like, damn, nigga, you don't care a little bit?
I mean, no. I mean, they're probably just that confident in the fact that they fucking holding shit down or like.
Fuck that.
Oh God.
That's a little weird to me. It's not weird to me, but I would be taken off guard if I was talking to a woman and like I was friends with my ex. I was like, yeah, I really loved her and it just didn't work. And she was like, all right. Not even something like.
I mean, the guy I'm talking to, he said that he still is cool with his ex. Should I be worried? I don't give a fuck because I'm not insecure about it. I mean, I don't care. This is the thing. If I know that y'all not doing nothing, and the guy seems pretty like honest and open, but motherfuckers be lying.
Yeah.
But
I'm not that mature yet. That's the thing. I have a lot of growth to do.
Okay.
One thing, and shit, I'm getting cotton mouth. I hate that shit when you drink. One thing that I think every adult should have is perspective. Like, just to not only reflect within yourself, but reflect within others and what other people have to say about you. I'm not that mature to where I can be like, oh, like, you're friends with your exes. Maybe it's just from my perspective of how I value a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I don't just get into any relationship. I haven't been in a relationship in years. So for me, it's like, I take that shit seriously as fuck. Like, if I'm dating you, it's like,
yeah.
Like, I'm not saying I'm trying to go to distance, but
No, I fuck with
the
that.
attempt is there. Like,
Yeah.
you feel me?
Right.
So I guess that's how I look at it. Like, yo, like we're older. I'm almost 30. It's like, nah, bro. Like you're.
I'm almost 30.
Yeah, well, I mean, we passed the point where it's like we're not like college. You're just like, all right, fucking around. Like, so it's like if you really dating somebody, that's serious. Like, at least you have to be remotely serious. Like,
for sure.
Think about living at some point together. It just, I don't know, because it's like, what if y'all get y'all shit together? And like, you're just like, I'm not trying to plant no seeds in your head. Fucking move on. All right. Let's do one more.
Okay.
Wrap it up because it's been over an hour, and I am exhausted. Damn, I'm a little lit. All right, what's the one thing you would do if you knew there were no consequences? And don't say jerking off on trains.
What would be the one thing that I would do if there were no consequences? I don't know.
Really?
Because I feel like
your life has no consequences?
Yeah.
So you shot a nigga. Oh wow.
No, I haven't, but I would. I feel like if I had the opportunity to, like.
So that would be your thing with no consequences. Why would you shoot somebody, like, casually? That's fucked up. Or would you shoot a nigga for a reason?
For people that did some crazy shit to me, I mean, this sounds crazy. Like, wow. I've never said this out loud, but I would. That's fucking fair. Right in the fucking head. Honestly, I don't think I could, though. I don't think I could.
I think I can.
I don't know. I always thought about that. I'm like, I don't think, even if I'm being attacked.
Yeah.
I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I don't think I can kill somebody. Because I'm like, I don't think I have the nerve. But when I get, like, it's different when you're, like, you have something towards someone and you fucking hate someone and you're like, ooh.
That's why I say I can. I'm like, all right.
I could probably do it, but I don't know.
But casually, no. I can't just casually.
No, casually, no. Casually, no. I don't know. Like.
But you don't know what you would do, one thing that you could do if there was no consequences. I could think of like a plethora. Starting with rob niggas.
What?
You rob a few niggas.
Crazy. And I don't even. Okay.
Never just wanted to like.
All right.
Commit an armed robbery.
Okay. Now that you're talking about like, that, because all right, like maybe rob a bank. Maybe maybe.
I say rob niggas, but I meant like that, like establishment, like not like maybe, the nigga outside. Like,
maybe rob a bank.
Yeah,
maybe.
Like rob a bank, just like
with those pink ski masks, giving very like classy
like
white
collar crimes.
What's a white collar crime?
Fraud, embezzlement.
Okay, y'all want to? Okay, I'm gonna give you some tea.
You did fraud?
I got arrested one time.
Fraudulent.
Never fraud, honey. But this is the thing. Okay, so I used to work at a store. And wow, I've never told this story before, but you know, growth or whatever.
I'm fucking dead.
So I used to damn, this is fucked up. I actually had to go to court in this whole thing. It was crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They were trying to lock a bitch up. I mean, I was in a fucking cell for a couple hours, but whatever. Yeah, like there was this thing where you didn't have to be at a register to like kind of like check someone out at a store, right? And I basically would have people come in and I would act like I'm checking them out. You can go wherever you want in the store and you have a device. And you're acting like you're swiping a card. And I would act like I wasn't swiping the card. You know like, I would act like I was swiping the card, but I wasn't.
Yeah. You know what I'm thinking? Because I was really confused. It's like I used to work at Arrow like when I was like big.
Okay.
But then again, technology wasn't there yet, so you had to literally be at the POS system.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, what the fuck? Like, how are they doing that? But now I'm realizing the tablet
store.
That is fire, though. I like that shit.
Yeah, it wasn't even a tablet. It was like an iPhone, iPad or something, but it's in a device. And the thing is, like, I'm like, they will never know. I'm like, they will never know.
Shit. Okay.
I got away with it for a long time, for like over a year.
But you were stealing stuff.
Oh no!
Well, I wasn't stealing
shit. I wasn't putting things in my bags and leaving the store with it. I would tell my friends or my peoples to come. I know this sounds so fucked up. And wow.
Like, they knew. They just built a case on your ass.
Oh,
they do it all the time.
Oh, they got me. And I literally they definitely built a case on me. And but this is the thing though. They built a case on me off of 2 weeks of work. I was doing it for a year. And the reason why, I'll tell you why I got fucked up and I got caught. Because my ex best friend came in and he freaked out. He freaked the fuck out and he started to throw everything out the basket. So people were looking at the camera like, what's going on here? Like, so I told him, I was like, you're making it look hot. You're making it look hot. And he was like, oh my God, I'm scared. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, bitch, calm the fuck down. So it was fucking punk. And that's basically how it started.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks after, they called me in. It was a whole thing. I got arrested. They took me out in cuffs, and it was a whole thing.
I've seen it happen. They gonna
Had
get
to go
your
to court.
ass.
It was crazy. Like, and yeah, they didn't know about it prior, so sorry.
That's
the crazy thing was, and people are gonna put this fucking together, and I don't give a fuck it. I was like the face of the brands years later. I was on their billboard for them. Crazy. Like, I was like, they want me as the face of their brand?
Let me guess. I'm too lit to guess. Because I don't even...
I was shook though, honestly.
Yeah,
like
I couldn't guess if I
couldn't even walk into those stores. I was like, I was scared. Like I was like, not scared, but like I was just like embarrassed.
Yeah, nah.
And then like years later, they were like, hey, we want to feature you on our billboard in Times Square. And I was like,
I stole from y'all niggas.
Yo, I was like, the people that are setting it up probably don't know. Yeah, it was a whole crazy thing. But you know what? We live and we learn.
Yeah, we do.
We live and we learn.
Listen, it came full circle and it worked out for you. So, moral of the story, guys. If you want to be on a billboard, rob niggas.
Yo, first and last time that happened, by the way, because we don't do that. But,
niggas.
Wow.
All right. Any closing statements before we end the podcast? Don't nut on trains, guys.
Don't nut on trains unless you are me and you don't mind.
That's crazy.
Closing statements. No, listen, if anybody that is listening that is something like myself, we are going through a crazy time right now in this country. And I just want to give a little, words of wisdom and some inspiration. Go for yours. Keep doing what you're doing. Shout out to all the drag queens, the trans people, the LGBT community. I know it's like random, but I think right now someone needs to speak up for us. And I just appreciate that you had me here. Representation matters.
Yeah.
And I've been watching the show, and I'm really, I don't know if I've seen anybody like myself on this. So I'm like, what?
Yeah, first.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. And honestly, the reason why I'm saying all this, I'm already fucked up, by the way. But
put some motherfucking noise in the air for trans people. Like,
but I just want to say that I appreciate you for having me here, because you don't see many people that come from two different worlds come together and just vibe out. So
niggas just be chilling, yo. It's not that hard.
Listen, this is how we're gonna end it. Don't judge people. Speak to people, get to know people, including gay, transgender, Black, Hispanic, Asian, all that. Like, we're fucking human first. And yeah, I just appreciate you having me here.
Yeah, I was gonna ruin it, like be like Noriega.
What you gonna say?
I was gonna at the when someone's saying something like really like inspiring, and Nori just be like, yeah, make some motherfucking noise for trans people, man. Like yo, what the fuck? Like,
make some motherfucking noise for. Well, I was about to say some wild shit. You know what?
Let's end the podcast. All right, guys.
Motherfucking noise.
All right, guys. Yo, thank you for listening. As always, like, share, subscribe. Amro, if you're listening, don't be a passport, bro. And bye.
You're done.